Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. Tonight we're going for one of the recently-ish introduced beers into Tesco's. This one is from Salt. Which one? It is this one. It is Jute. And Jute is a session IPA weighing in at 4.2% ABV. It's described as being juicy and hazy, and on the can it tells you a little bit about the name of the beer. Jute is a plant fibre that can be spun into coarse, strong threads, or it's a crisp, light and refreshing session IPA that's thirst quenching and low in bitterness. So, I've got typical artwork from Brewery. It looks good, you know, you've got that lovely kind of yellow honeycomb. It looks nice, kind of hints that it might, you know, it gives the impression that it might kind of be related honey, if you will. So I wonder, who knows, does that translate? Maybe, maybe not. I'm probably talking out of what I'm sitting on. But there we go. What can I tell you? Well, it's unfiltered, it's naturally hazy, and it's vegan friendly for those who need to worry about those sort of things. It looks good. It's $1.80 a can, or I think it's on the, is it the 4 for 1? No, 4 for 6. Whatever it is. 4 for 6 quid, something like that anyway. It's decently priced, is what I'm getting at here. So, without further ado, we're going to crack it open and we're going to see what it tastes like. But before we do that, I'm just going to check that the microphone's on, because I've done a few videos lately where I've forgotten to turn the microphone on and had to start all over again, which means buying more beer and drinking it. Hey, maybe I should leave it off more often. Anyway, let's crack it open and see what we get. We're going to pour into my vocation glass, because I don't have a salt one yet. I shall have to rectify that. The pour is very pale, hazy, and that's your beer in a glass. It's got a little bit of haze, it's got a good finger and a half of white head that's relatively compact, got a good level of carbonation, and it's exposing my glass cleaning abilities, even though it was cleaned in the usual way, and it always comes out well, but this time it hasn't. Anywho, the beer looks good, looks a good pale ale. Does it smell good? Let's have a whiff. Oh, it does. Citra. That's what I'm getting here, getting a little bit of citrus, a little bit of unripe mango, those kind of slightly tart aromas from it. A little bit more on the back end of that. I like it. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Yeah. First thing that hits me when I'm tasting it is really, really light. Thin-bodied, but very, very refreshing and a little bit dry. There's a tiny element of something a little bit, I want to say sharp, not as in sour or anything like that, but that kind of little bit of passion fruit type thing on the flavour works well. It's, like I say, thin on the body, light on the palate, a really good level of hop in there as well. It's not overpowering in any way, shape or form, and it's got a lot of flavour. It's, whilst it might be thin and light, it's not light on flavour, it's not light on the experience. It's a good tasting beer. There's a little bit of that tropical fruit in there, as the aromas would imply, and that finish is quite dry. It is really nice and kind of palate cleansing, if you will. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. It's summery. It's a lovely hot sort of late spring day out there. It's end of May, so you know it's closest to summer as we're going to get, and the irony is that once all this lockdown finishes, I dare say that it will revert straight back to type for British weather, and it will be piss poor and raining all the time. So whilst we're in this crazy time, enjoy a beer like this. And on that note, Let's give it a roundup. What do I think of your Jute? Would I buy you again? Would I have a good session on this session IPA? I would buy it again. Yeah, it's tasty. Would I rush out and buy it again? I'm going to be... Let's qualify it here. I'm going to say that for the style, yes, I would rush out and buy it again. And I say that because I much prefer bigger, bitter, hoppier, smash you in the face, totally unsubtle IPAs. But as a session IPA goes, this is very good. I would just about rush out and buy this one again. I like the freshness of it. I like the summery feel. I like the fact that it's not heavy on the palate. It's nice and dry and palate cleansing. You've got nice, so a little bit of citrus on the nose. You've got a little kind of bit of that in the flavour. But you've got predominantly the unripe mango and a little bit of like a passion fruit type sharpness coming through on the flavours as well. Like I say, it fits the brief. It is juicy. It's not big juice, but then again, it's a session IPA. But it is hazy and it tastes good. It fits the brief nicely. So I'm going to give Jute Session IPA from Salt Brewery. Is it Salt Brewery? Beer Factory. Sorry, Salt Beer Factory. I'm going to give you 4 1/4 out of 5 on the old Untapped score sheet, which I think is pretty damn decent, if I do say so myself. So ladies and gents, boys and girls, you know the drill at this point of the video. Down there are some buttons. You know exactly what to do with them. You've got the like, comment, dislike and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And it would be lovely to know what you think of the beer if you've tried it in the comments section as well. So thank you for watching. This has been The Beer. I've been me, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.